People really want to Cheeto on keto, but not with Cheetos because you can't have them on keto. Hi, I'm Tracy Lockwood Beckerman. I'm a registered dietitian in New York City, and it's my job to help you figure out what to eat and why. Today we're talking about the keto diet, what it is, what it's supposed to accomplish, and whether it's proven by science to actually work. Simply put, the keto diet is characterized as a very, very low-carb, moderate protein, high-fat diet. The purpose of this diet is to switch our bodies from using its preferred fuel source, carbohydrates, to using fat for energy. You make a big change to your metabolic state and try to train your body to adapt. First, there are components of food called macronutrients. Macronutrients are things like carbohydrates, fat, and protein. When consumed in appropriate quantities, the body converts carbs into energy to provide immediate fuel for your body. If carbohydrates are not available, fat will be the primary energy source for the body. When the body is deprived of carbohydrates, it will undergo a process called beta oxidation, which will facilitate ketosis. Ketosis, or ketogenesis, is the metabolic state in which fat is broken down to produce ketones, which are released into the blood and provide energy for your body. First, a disclaimer. The research I reference has mainly targeted low-carb diets, not specifically the keto diet. There has been research done on keto, but it's not over long periods of time, so we can't draw distinct conclusions. But here we go. The pros. High fat consumption, think all the avocados, increases your satiety, which can result in overall fewer calories consumed. Eating those high-fat foods help decrease appetite-stimulating hormones such as insulin and ghrelin. Low consumption of carbs may help control insulin sensitivity, which results in balanced blood sugar levels and may help reduce your risk of diabetes. Keto those carbs away! Consuming healthy fats with omega-3 fatty acids can improve mental performance. A diet high in healthy fats can improve your mood and keep it stabilized. The biggest mistake you can make on the keto diet is overdoing it on your intake of fats. Fats are recommended in the keto diet, but going overboard on foods like bacon, deli meat, sausage, and butter isn't advised. Those foods aren't great for overall heart health, blood pressure, or gut health. In fact, this year, research found that those who followed the keto diet for 6 months experienced unfavorable changes in gut bacteria, which can lead to long-term GI issues. Plus, a lot of the foods you are allowed to eat on the keto diet contains high concentrations of saturated fats, which can raise your blood cholesterol. You're also at risk for missing essential nutrients on the keto diet, such as potassium, magnesium, folic acid, and beta-carotene, vitamins and minerals that are essential for pregnancy, muscle movement, heart contractions, immunity, stress management, and more. Then there's the keto flu. Ma, I got the keto flu. It takes about 1 to 2 weeks before you reach the state of ketosis needed to experience the benefit of the keto diet. During the adaptation period, dieters may experience the unpleasant keto flu, characterized by headache, bad breath, caused by the buildup of metallic ketones. Whew, she must be on keto. Fatigue, muscle weakness, poor sleep, moodiness, brain fog, nausea, and constipation. Woof. Number 1, eat whole foods that are not filled with saturated, ultra-processed, or trans fats. Yes, we know trans fats are banned by the FDA, but still, read your nutrition labels because there are some funky exceptions to the ban. Focus on eating foods such as fatty fish, eggs, nuts and seeds, healthy plant fats and oils, avocado, low-carb veggies, grass-fed meat and butter, and unprocessed cheese. Okay, thanks. Number 2, balance your fat intake throughout the day rather than eating one fat-heavy meal. Number 3, you can easily fall out of ketosis if you eat more carbs than you're allowed to, and then guess what? You have to start all over again to get back into ketosis. No! The keto diet is a commitment, and I wouldn't recommend waffling on it. Get it? Waffles? Carbs? Huh? Number 4, don't cop out and eat ultra-processed keto-friendly brownies or other tempting packaged goodies, as they could be doing more harm to your health than you may think. Number 5, ensure adequate intakes of fiber, vitamin B, and minerals from other sources which are normally found in foods such as whole grains that are restricted in the keto diet. Number 6, Personalize your plan. Not everyone's the same, and you may need more or less of a macro or micronutrient to help you feel your best. Number 7, if you are thinking of doing this diet, it's important to talk to a registered dietitian and your healthcare provider who knows about your medical history to discuss the pros and cons before jumping on the keto diet ship and to avoid any major and dangerous health pitfalls. The fact that there's limited research on the overall sustainability of the ketogenic diet is what prevents many registered dietitians from recommending it universally. Generally speaking, any diet that limits an entire food group is a red flag and should not be started unless there is a medical reason. Such a restrictive diet is generally unrealistic to keep up with. Guys, there's a reason that one of the top questions on Google is it okay to cheat on the keto? Just like all diet trends, this one too shall pass. This one really should pass faster. See you next time for another episode of You vs. Food. Although the keto diet is pretty restrictive, it won't restrict you from subscribing to Well+Good's YouTube channel. Keto Schmeedo, you outta here.